program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Senli. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, embarked on a visit to the Swiss Confederation to attend the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum. On January 17th, President Ilham Aliyev met with Chief Executive Officer and shareholder of the Dutch Damen Shipyards Group, Arnoud Damen, in Davos. During the conversation, the head of state's previous meeting with Arnoud Damen was recalled. Arnoud Damen said that they have started the implementation of projects in Azerbaijan and highlighted the work done. President Ilham Aliyev hailed the fact that Damen Shipyards Group has recently started implementing projects in Azerbaijan. The sides emphasized that there are good opportunities for the company to do a wider scope of work in Azerbaijan. Noting that Azerbaijan has become an important transit country, the head of state pointed out that the volume of cargo passing through the territory of the country has increased by 75%. President Ilham Aliyev stated that taking into account all that, there is a need to increase the number of new tankers, dry cargo ships and ferries in Azerbaijan. The head of state underlined that there is also a good potential for cooperation with Damen Shipyards Group in this field. They also discussed the issues related to the possibility of manufacturing various ships for the Azerbaijan naval forces. President Ilham Aliyev also had a meeting with Guy Dietrich, Vice President for Global Innovations of Cisco Company, in Davos. During the meeting, the sides hailed the long-term successful cooperation between Azerbaijan and Cisco. Guy Dietrich said that they implemented a digitalization project in one of the schools in Azerbaijan. During the conversation, it was emphasized that this project is planned to cover hundreds of schools in Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev noted that the Smart City and Smart Village projects have been successfully implemented in the Engilan district and stressed that these works are also planned to be carried out in other territories liberated from occupation. The head of state expressed his gratitude for the report on the Smart City structure of Azerbaijan prepared by Cisco. During the conversation, the sides talked about the application of Cisco technologies in water resources management in Azerbaijan and discussed prospects for cooperation in the fields of education and cybersecurity. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with the executive chairman of Fortescue Future Industries, Andrew Forrest, in Davos. At the meeting, it was reported that in the memorandum signed last month between the Ministry of Energy of Azerbaijan and Fortescue Future Industries Company, the implementation of the project on the production of 12,000 megawatts of wind and solar energy in our country is envisaged. At the same time, the importance of signing the agreement on strategic partnership in the field of green energy development and transmission between the governments of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Georgia, Romania and Hungary and Bucharest was also emphasized. The importance of delivering the green energy produced in Azerbaijan to the European market in the future through this project was noted. During the conversation, the importance of cooperation in the implementation of the project on the production of hydrogen, including green hydrogen in Azerbaijan, was emphasized. It was reported that the memorandums of understanding and agreements signed by Azerbaijan with international energy companies will enable our country to produce up to 22,000 megawatts of wind and solar energy. The production of 12,000 megawatts of that energy is planned to be carried out by SOCAR and Fortescue Future Industries. During the conversation, it was emphasized that there is a favorable investment environment in Azerbaijan. At the meeting, it was noted that our country has a rich renewable energy potential, and views were exchanged on the prospects of cooperation. The problem of providing a secure source of energy has always been and continues to be in the center of global attention. In this context, the Sustainable Energy for All initiative highlights the relevance of energy-related issues. The issue of ensuring access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy for all was also included in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, approved unanimously by the United Nations General Assembly.
As a global priority, universal access to safe energy would enable countries to mobilize the necessary financial resources and accelerate the achievement of the 2030 goals. The Week of Sustainable Development opened on January 16 in Abu Dhabi with the participation of the President of Azerbaijan has become another international event related to ongoing projects in the field of green energy.
With respect to our potential, just a couple of figures for your attention. 27 gigawatts of wind and solar onshore. 10 gigawatts of wind and solar energy in the territories which have been liberated during the Patriotic War of 2020, and 157 gigawatts of wind energy in the Azerbaijani sector of the Caspian Sea. Almost 200 gigawatts of potential. Of course, we need to have enough export routes and, of course, to implement all these projects in stages.
The geographical location of our country is auspicious for laying international energy routes. In addition to the efficient oil and gas pipelines, Bakut-Tbilisi-Ceyhan, Bakut-Tbilisi-Erzurum, TAP and TANAP, which are part of the Thousand Gas Corridor, the prospects for the Black Sea submarine cable from the Black Sea coast of Georgia to the Black Sea coast of Romania, the agreement on which was signed in December last year between the parties to the projects, should be noted. Thus, the opening of energy-intensive routes will improve the process of supplying resources in all intended directions.
Masdar and Azerbaijan's national energy company SOCAR signed an agreement to develop 4 gigawatts wind and solar power plants in Azerbaijan. And this is only a short-term project. Mid-term projects will increase the volume up to 10 gigawatts. And this is absolutely doable. We have a roadmap for that. Only this project, our cooperation with Masdar, will transform Azerbaijan into a very important source of green energy exports.
Increased collaboration among partners to share knowledge and best practices will also go a long way towards achieving sustainable development goals. The relatively low cost of investments required for the implementation of green energy projects clearly provides a low level of risk for these projects.
Today, Azerbaijan not only satisfies all its energy needs, but is also exporting crude oil, oil products, natural gas, petrochemicals and electricity. Our program with respect to renewables has a completely different agenda. First, because it's an enormous potential. Second, because it will help us to diversify our exports, and of course it will create a new ecologically friendly sector of our economy.
Without energy, economic growth cannot be effective and all development objectives cannot be successfully achieved. In this regard, Azerbaijan's investment opportunities, together with a large accumulation of investments in the oil and gas sector, allow them to be redirected to the development of renewable energy sources.
Zarallo and Zelashin-Khankendi road against the illegal exploitation of mineral deposits in Karabakh has been continuing for the 37th day. Despite the cold and frosty weather, the eco-activists and NGOs representatives are active and demonstrate will and perseverance. Free movement of humanitarian vehicles belonging to the Russian peacekeepers and International Red Cross Committee on the road where the rally takes place is ensured. It proves once again that the road is open for humanitarian purposes. On January 23rd at 10 a.m., the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection of the Population will begin online sale of apartments and buildings located in Ramana, Umid, Kurdakhani settlements, Absheron and Samuk districts of Baku. The sale will be carried out through electronic portal ms.social.gov.az, and the process will continue until July 1st. A video was also prepared for the informational purposes about the selection of apartments to be sold online and other information. Funds received from the sale will be aimed at providing apartments and private houses for families of marchers and people with more disabilities in other regions. The opening ceremony of the European Union Twinning Project, Support to Pension Reform in Azerbaijan Phase 2, was held. The goal is to implement the European experience in improvement of support mechanisms for pensions reforms.
In Azerbaijan, serious research was conducted on demographic dynamics of the population and its impact on the pension system up to 2050. Minister of Labour and Social Protection of the Population, Sahil Babayev, stated this at the event. He noted that the country determined the dynamics of the ratio of the population by age, sex, employment until 2050. This step was taken in order not to undermine the stability of the pension insurance system.
If you look at the pension component of the social reform package over the past 5 years, the minimum pension reform has been implemented 4 times. And as a result, the minimum pension, which was only 110 manats in 2018, has now been raised to 280 manats. This means its growth by more than 2.5 times. At the same time, the average pension has more than doubled.
Sahil Babayev also stressed that since the beginning of 2019, automated proactive assignment of pensions, allowances and stipends has begun. Over the past period, 500,000 proactive assignments have been made for these types of social security, including 71,000 proactive assignments of pensions. EU Ambassador to Azerbaijan Peter Mikhailko focused on effective cooperation in the social sphere.
The European Union supports the ongoing reforms in Azerbaijan. The Twinning Project provides for the development and application of practical measures related to the digitalization of the pension system in the country as a whole and the improvement of the pension and insurance system based on actuarial model for its long-term development.
It should be noted that last year 231,000 allowances and pensions were proactively assigned electronically, of which 23,000 were pensions and 208,000 were allowances.
That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.